Hello, I'm Cubic. My name is Cubic. I'm the creator of the international postcode system using the metric system, using cubic meters. I'm here to introduce you to the Rubik's Cube, like how to solve it, the best practices on this hobby, so that you can get very quick in solving it and go to competitions for speed cubers. Speed cubers, they do speed cubing. Okay, so let's do a little introduction. So there's a notation. The notation is not difficult to learn. Like you can search on Wikipedia, on Google, you can find the notation. It uses letters and an apostrophe. The apostrophe is just to say when you are doing a movement, a rotation, counterclockwise. If you don't use the apostrophe, it's just clockwise. It's very simple notation. It's very well known. I'm not going to spend too much time with the notation and with the words that we use, but sometimes we may be talking about the top layer. The top layer, we may be talking about the one with the white in the center, or we may be talking about the one with the yellow in the center. So saying top and bottom layers, middle layer, it can be slightly confusing, but the rotations, the movements, the action that you need to do when you are solving it is what matters the most. So don't focus so much on the layers, focus more on the actions, what you are going to do. They are movements. You move one rotation, so just you move one rotation and use one letter. If his R is the right face, if his L is the left face, if his up face, down face, front face, back face. Okay, so you just use the first letter. So up, down, right, left, right. But things are created this new way because this helps a lot. Believe me, this helps a lot. Instead of saying, for instance, R prime, which means R anti-clockwise, instead of saying R prime or D prime or L prime, you just say you say right, left, rip, lip. So you use this word like as if it had an IP, hip, as in the word flip or hip. Hips don't lie, like so it's just word this sound hip, and you always use four letters. So four letters for dip, lip, whip. Doesn't matter. I mean, it's just the sound. I mean, you think about it like. So when you see the letter R is right. If you see R with the apostrophe, you say rip and you think rip, right? It's just because it helps with the plasticity of your mind, with the brain muscle that you need to acquire when you practice again and again and again. Another thing is mostly use the index fingers. Right index finger, this is my right hand. Right index finger, left index finger is what you use the most. But you sort it out because sometimes you use the ring finger or the middle finger, but you have to sort out how to use the fingers properly. It's very important. For instance, up and whip is with the index finger. Right and rip is with the index finger. But I'm not going to give you all the tips, but you need to have a nice posture, like the distance of the cube from your heart must be like one hand, like 10, 20 centimeters. So you don't want it like very far away from you. Something is like it's where you feel like you can, it's kind of your heart is or something. By the way, I use this necklace, this pendant. I don't know if you use this word like pendant, but just this thing. This is the cube because I want to. I'm enthusiast about this. So I have this tutorial is on the description of this video. This will be on YouTube probably for a long time, and you can get this video and upload to your own channel, probably you should put some PayPal or Bitcoin address so that I can tip you possibly with some Satoshi. But they're free because it is public domain. This video is in the public domain. It's like free, no copyright. So it's in the left, right, or no copyright. It's just in the public domain. You can just download this video, upload it as good as it gets. Put your Bitcoin address if you want, or some message. Just play fair and all that, and it should be fun. But this my tutorial is in the link description. You can download this video and put this in the link description. This is my tutorial. Is rubiks.kubicpostcode.com. So 6 letters, Rubiks with S, so plural. Rubiks.kubicpostcode.com. And is a step-by-step tutorial. I think it's quite simple. It has been improved as it is now in the second version, because first version was actually an exact number of words and all that, but then I improved it a bit because now it's less clutter or something, and I think it's quite good. But so what are these algorithms? These algorithms or formulas, I like to call them sequences. I think they are sequences. They're not so much algorithms, but yeah, because the word algorithm, it seems like very complicated. Oh, these guys we use these algorithms. No, I mean we use techniques, algorithms, yeah, but I call them sequences. For sometimes you look at the cube and you know which sequence you need to use, right? With a lot of practice, you go step by step. So now I have to use this sequence. I have to use this sequence. And usually sequences, they can be 4 letters, they can be 6 letters, they can be 8 letters. I mean, usually it's a 4 letter sequence, 8 letter sequence, 6 letter sequence. The thing is you for this tutorial, for this you solve the cubes. All cubes can be solved with this tutorial. It's a very simple method. It's considered the most simple method. It's the learning method, like how you start doing it. Then you practice, you develop more techniques, more to increase your speed and all that. But the thing is, you only need to memorize 52 letters, just like a deck of cards. Like magicians, they use decks of cards. You just need one deck of cards, 52 cards, and in this case, 52 letters, right? To use this, you just memorize them. Actually, on this YouTube channel where I have this video, but you can have it on your own channel, I have a video that was made with AI. It's just the image video is all made with AI, and it says this algorithm, these all sequences, the 52 letters that you need to memorize. It's just that is your ace of spades. You memorize it, and you can see that video that I have in this channel. Put it is made with 11 labs, all this thing, the virtual voice, and it's just to make it quite fun. You memorize it and sit, you do it one sort of times, play it till you know this mnemonic, until you have this mnemonic for these 52 letters, and then you know all the sequences. So first, second. Once you have that all committed to memory, you know the sequences, you have all this knowledge, algorithmic knowledge. You start practicing, and that's the thing. Should you start with the white up or white down? Yeah, that's the thing, because some people say yellow is up is faster and all that, and the champions, they have techniques that they kind of know what is in it faster. They end up studying a lot what makes it faster and all that. So I think, yeah, yellow ends up being faster for champions. Yellow up, to start yellow up, but you start by doing the white cross. This thing, white cross, then the white corners. Then you move to the second layer to do the edges. There are only central pieces, edges, which have 2 colors, and corners, which have 3 colors. The center pieces are fixed, it's like a structure. Like they don't. They are all the color of the face where they are. So right. So what you need to let's see if I can tell you the 52 letters I was talking about. This is all you need to memorize. Okay, let's see if I can say it. front whip right up, rip deep right down, up right whip rip, whip flip up front, whip lip up left, up front whip flip, front right up, rip whip flip, front up right, whip rip flip, right up, rip up, right up, two, rip up, right, whip lip, up, rip, whip, left. So these are the 52 letters that you need to memorize. I call them letters because R is a letter, but you say right. L is a letter, but you say left. R with the apostrophe, you say rip, right? If you are going to write it probably with 4 letters or something. Anyway, don't overthink. So you commit these 52 letters to your head. This is all the algorithms that you need to know for now, I think. And then you can get to know more and more and more till nobody can teach you anything for less than million Satoshi or something. So once you commit this to memory, the 52 letters, you know the sequences. How many sequences are there? So here in this tutorial that is in the link description. How many seconds are there? So there are 52 letters, right? But there's this thing U2, so the U2 is tricky, right? But so the first sequence is F whip right up. Second sequence, rip deep right down. Third sequence, up right whip rip whip flip up front. Third sequence, whip leap up left up front whip flip. Right? So far so good. So let's go for the fifth sequence. Front right up rip whip flip. Next sequence, front up right whip rip flip. Then next sequence, right up rip up right U2 rip up. And finally the last sequence, up right whip lip up rip whip left. So now the tutorial explains you. Do you want me to read the tutorial? I could read it. So there's 7 steps, just like the 7 colors of the rainbow, red, or the 7 natural musical notes, because you have the 5 odd ones, right? The 7 even notes and right, the white keys in the piano and the black ones that are accidents. But are you more into improvisation or into melody? Never mind, I'm digress. But yeah, there are seven colors or 7 steps. No, 7 steps. Yeah. White cross in the first layer. You get the white cross in the first layer. Then you do the white corners in the first layer. Then you do the edges in the second layer. Then you move to the third layer. So the thing is, first 2 layers you can make it like it's half the way something, man. You could actually know how many seconds you spend in how much percent you spend in the first 2 layers. But things I don't know from the top of my head. First 2 layers, ah, I'm not sure, but it's you could say like it's of half of it. Then the third layer is slightly more difficult. I mean, you do yellow, you do the yellow cross on the third layer, then you do yellow edges, then you do yellow corners positioning, but the thing is they are positioned but they are not yellow oriented, so finally you do the yellow corners orientation. And let's see, I'm just going to solve it because I mean this is a video that because we don't have yet an AI that does the video for me, and I said I want to do the video, but also I'm not going to do the video very well because it's not going to be the video I want, but I'm doing my best. Okay, this video is getting quite long. I'm just going to solve the cube. Okay, so jet set go. So it's minute 5 and seconds 30. Let's see how this cube is quite solved. Like it has the first two layers solved. Like right, I'm a bit of a magician. Like the cube is quite solved. It has the first two layers solved. So this yellow piece has the edge. So once you have the first two layers solved, it's quite quick. You have to look at it and say, does it have a yellow cross? If it has, very good. You're doing very well. There's a yellow cross as well. So let's inspect it a bit. The yellow cross, do all the edges of the yellow cross, they are all correct? No, two of them are correct, two of them are not. So what you do, you put the two edges that are not correct, you put them adjacent, and you put one of the edges on the left face and the other one in front of you. Important, left face, because your scene is mirrored, but yeah, left face, one of the edges, front face, the other one. And they are, you need to swap them, right? But you're probably not able to see it, but yeah, you have two edges swapped, and they are adjacent, they are next to each other. But so what you need to do is swap them. And for that, you need to put the one on the left face, one in front of you, because the other two are correct. Just one detail: when you are when you want to, before doing the yellow cross, you may have one yellow line, and at some point, what may happen is you may have. I have these two edges that need to be swapped, and they are next to each other. But imagine were opposite to each other. Imagine two of the edges are opposite to each other, but that they are correct and they are with the right colors, and two edges are with they need to be swapped. So in that specific circumstance, you need to be facing from need to be looking at the line where the correct ones are. So it makes a kind of vertical line in front of your nose, and that line is needs to be the correct edge. The yellow edges on that line need to be correct, and the other line they need to be swapped. So that's where when you apply the algorithm. There's a little detail because the tutorial doesn't have that little detail. But okay, so what algorithm do I need to swap this? Is basically the algorithm. Um, um, Write up, rip up, write you to rip up. So I'm going to do that algorithm. I think if everything goes well, because I did this more than 50 times, I mean it's coming to hundreds or so, and I'm getting faster and faster. And one day I'll do it in less than 1 minute, and one day I mean I will be kind of recordist, hopefully. And so let's do the algorithm again. Write up, rip up, write you to rip up. Okay. Write up, rip up, write you to rip up. Is done. But I have the two first layers. The third layer already has the yellow cross, and all the edges of the yellow cross are correct. Okay. No tricks here. So the only thing that's needed is the yellow corners correct and well orientated, right? Is the last steps. Yellow cross, yellow corners positioning, and finally yellow corners orientation, because they may be in the right place, but they need to be oriented. Right? And for that, you will only need the, yeah. So now I will only need two algorithms, two sequences, basically the sequence, um, the sequence up, right, whip, leap, up, rip, whip, left, and the sequence rip, deep, right, up. Anyway, so let's do it because we cannot. This video is getting too long. It's just to introduce you, do my best because it's difficult, and I'm writing a book about quantum mechanics. I have to be very focused. I have to. It's a kind of collage from many resources, and it's a lot of work. I need to understand it a lot, and it's hard working. It needs to be very well done. And this video is not so good as I would want, but I'm doing my best, and because nobody's doing it for me, I have to do it. So the corners, what we need with the corners, there's this thing like there's a kind of three positions as if they go around and around. It's like a clock going around, right? And it's like a clock going around and around, but as if there are only 3 hours. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and it keeps going around. And around. So that's very specific. And you use this algorithm. Um, the algorithm is up, right, whip, leap, up, rip, whip, left. Okay. I'm going to do it. Oh, by the way, you need to um find one of the corners that is fine, but if there's none, you just do the algorithm. So one of the corners that is fine, I'm quite lucky that this is quite sorted out. Like is this corner that is not is fine, is fine. So the other three, oh no, this one is fine. The, the this one is also fine. Oh, I don't need to do that algorithm. It's actually done. So I'm very lucky. This cube was kind of a miracle of God. It's like the sun. Like I mean, it's kind of God is a magician. Like, um. Hmm. So okay. So I'll just do the cube. The cube is quite done. I don't know. I was lucky, and I was lucky. Right. Hopefully the computer will not crash. So the thing is, this it looks like you are messing from the beginning when you start doing this thing. It looks like you are. It looks like you are messing it all up, and you say no. And now it's just the last step. Is what I call voila. So yeah. So the Rubik's cube solved, and the minute was 5, and now it's going to do the tick 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 tick. So minute was 5, and I took less than 10 minutes because now minutes is 14. Yeah, let's say I took like 9 minutes or something. 9 minutes. That's where I am right now. I mean, but I was lucky that this cube was easy to solve. Anyway, here you go. Any questions? Ask on Reddit, the social network Reddit. But Reddit, I mean, an amazing social network. I'm a huge enthusiast of Reddit. I mean, I could talk hours and hours about why I love Reddit, why it's so amazing. I mean, I could indeed. I mean, I'm so passionate and so enthusiastic of Reddit. I mean, Reddit for me is God, is like the garlic of the future or something. Anyway, thank you for watching and liking. And as you said, you are very welcome to download this video and upload it to your channels or social networks. And if you are an influencer, even better. All the best. Cubicpostcode.com. For the tutorial, Rubik's, 6 letters, Rubik's.cubicpostcode.com. Not with X, with S, plural. Rubik's.cubicpostcode.com. Thank you for watching.